BTS News Today. Jungkook, South Korea, a simple official announcement, but enough to make millions of hearts beat faster. Big Hit Music, through their parent company HYBE, made a very clear request to fans. Please do not be present at the military base when all 4 BTS members, RM, V, Jimin, and Jungkook, are discharged from the military. Although it feels heavy for many soldiers who have been waiting for a long time, this statement is considered important for the safety and security of all parties, according to an exclusive report from Phil Fair. HYBE has announced that RM and V will complete their tenure on June 10, 2025, followed by Jimin and Jungkook the next day, which is June 11, 2025. The 4 are currently serving in the 5th Infantry Division in Jungkook, a military location that for the past 2 years has been where the world's superstars have served the country. An additional report from the Times of India said that of the 5 BTS members currently serving in the military, 4 of them, including Jimin and Jungkook, will complete their military service in the 2 days. HYBE's statement came in a sincere but firm tone. They reminded fans not to gather around military bases for security reasons and to smooth the release process. As is well known, the presence of BTS in public places almost always attracts large crowds. So, to avoid any risk, HYBE asked that fans show their love and support from afar, through social media or by waiting for the return of the idols and their official activities later. This request is certainly not without reason. The situation around military sites can be very sensitive, and the presence of large crowds can create unwanted chaos. Not only for the artists, but also for their families, other military personnel, and of course the army who may come from various corners of the world. However, for the army, even though they could not be physically present, it did not mean that they did not welcome this great moment with joy and emotion. The virtual world has now become the main stage of expression of love and joy. Since the announcement of the release date of these 4 members, hashtags such as #ArmIsBack, #WelcomeBackV, #Jimin Come Home, and #Jungkook Returns have become trending topics on various social media platforms. From Twitter to Instagram and Weverse, various edits, fan art, and poetry videos have sprung up as a form of love and warm welcome from fans. In fact, several international army communities have set up joint streaming events, countdown parties, and donations on behalf of BTS to commemorate the moment. Among all this euphoria, it is inevitable that this moment also feels emotional. Many fans recall the days when the members said their goodbyes one by one to enlist. From RM's touching speech promising to come back stronger, to Taeyoung's long embrace to Jungkook before entering the military gate. All those memories now seem to find their end, fulfilling a cycle that had long been awaited for completion. RM, as the leader of the group, is a figure who has calmed millions of hearts over the years. His departure to the military left a deeply felt void, not only because he was the poet and thinker in the group, but also because he became an emotional bridge between the members and the army. The return of RM will bring a reflective feel that is much needed in the new era of BTS. Taeyoung, or V, has shown another side of himself during his enlistment. Through several scattered updates, both from his military colleagues and media reports, he is known as a very dedicated, calm, and humble person. Not a few are looking forward to whether he will soon return to the entertainment world with solo projects or dramas, given his popularity and natural talent in acting and music. Jimin and Jungkook, who are known to have a very strong bond with each other and with the army, will return almost simultaneously. Jimin, with his gentle charm and distinctive voice, has long been awaited for his presence on stage. While Jungkook, the Golden Magne, whose solo career before enlistment reached global heights, is believed to be the center of the world's attention when he returns. The fact that they were all in the same division, the 5th Infantry Division, had given the army its own comfort all along. Many were relieved that they could serve together, supporting each other in difficult situations. The division became a place where their bond actually strengthened in silence away from the spotlight. Now, when they will finally be free, Jungkook bears witness to a monumental journey, both for the members and for the millions of hearts that love them. In a broader context, The return of these four members also marks a new chapter in K-pop history. The world of the music and entertainment industry has long been looking forward to the return of BTS as a whole group. Although Jin and J-Hope have already completed their military service, the return of RM, V, Jimin, and Jungkook marks the return of almost all of BTS power to the stage. Many industry analysts predict that the end of 2025 or the beginning of 2026 will be the year of BTS's great revival, with the possibility of a world-scale reunion concert, the release of a new album, or even an unprecedented global campaign. Meanwhile, HYBE and Big Hit Music themselves have certainly devised a grand strategy to welcome the return of their stars. Although there has been no official announcement, rumors about new music projects, documentaries, and reality shows featuring the members' post-military lives have been circulating in the fan community. However, before all those great plans are realized, this moment is about a loving welcome. Not only because they're idols of the world, but because they are companions, encouragement, and emotional saviors for millions of people. BTS is not just a musical group. They are a symbol of perseverance, friendship, and humanity that transcends cultural and linguistic boundaries. And now, as they return from their duties as devout Korean citizens, the world welcomes them not only as stars, but as men who are more mature, stronger, and more inspiring than ever. From Tokyo to Jakarta, from New York to Buenos Aires, from Africa to Eastern Europe, armies around the world are preparing to welcome them. No matter the distance, no matter the time, this love stays on. Maybe they can't come to Jungkook directly, but that invisible love, which can't be measured by crowds or cheers, is the force that has kept BTS going all along and will continue to carry them forward in the future. TORM, V, Jimin, and Jungkook, welcome back. The world has missed you. And now, with hopeful hearts, we're ready to step into the next chapter with you. As the clock ticks down to June 10th and 11th, 2025, the pulse of emotion is growing stronger among the army. Not a few claim to have marked their calendars since last year, counting day after day while remembering every moment they have ever gone through together with BTS. And now, the awaited moment is really coming. A feeling of joy mixed with emotion adorns every upload, every comment, and every gaze that awaits from a distance. In South Korea itself, the atmosphere ahead of the release date began to be felt in various places. On national television stations, special segments about the return of BTS began airing again. Old posters bearing the faces of RM, V, Jimin, and Jungkook began to be redisplayed in music stores, cafes, and locations that used to be ARMY's favorite places. While HYBE had clearly asked fans not to come to the military base, many of them chose to show their support through other, more impactful collective actions. The ARMY community in Seoul, for example, has designed a donation project on behalf of 4 members who will be free from conscription. The funds raised are planned to be donated to veteran foundations, military hospitals, and social organizations related to public service. They said that this is a form of respect for the struggle of BTS members and all those who are serving in the military in South Korea.